And welcome back to another teardown, or what I like to call junk removal. And what you can see here is a Netgear N300 wireless router. So without further ado, let's dive inside and see what there is. Right, let's get the ball rolling. It's the N300 wireless router. I've removed lots of the information to protect the innocent because it will go down the dump afterwards. And let's get rid of the little rubbery feet. They just pull out. They've got some retaining hooks, but they didn't retain very well. And they're Torx screws, so they'll come out now. Right, let's pop that off. There's the main circuit board. But before that, we'll have a look at the dates on the plastic casing. The 12th for the 12th. Is that the 4th? 5th? No, it's the 3rd. 2nd, somewhere between the 8th. You could probably work out when that bit of plastic was made. So put that aside. Get out the PCB and a bit of perspex. Throw that way as well. I know, a bit of backing plate. And we'll have a quick look at the identification marks on the plastic. Here we go. Yep. For people who like looking at plastic marks, nothing to do with the electronics. Right, we'll look at the main board here and just seeing what's on it, what chips have we got, and what information we can glean. There are two antennas, PCB antennas pointing upwards, soldered to the board. We'll take a closer look now. It comes into focus in the microscope in, and there you see the vertical antennas, and here we have like a horizontal antenna. So it's got three antennas feeding the chip. This is the chip, and we'll put some data up on that. I got it into the screen properly. We'll bung some data up. I couldn't find a lot on that. I couldn't find a lot on the main important chips, but I think that's the way the cookie crumbles when you're taking these things apart. You know, and it's got a 4 meg crystal. So 4 meg, 40 meg. Can't read. And a few other bits. And we'll come in a minute and we'll look at that chip there. Just got to turn it around to have a good look. There we go. And it's a 25L6406E memory chip. And I'll throw up the data sheet for that. And then we'll move on. Of course, there were lots of little components, and this little slot 23. It's obviously a voltage regulator, but WS equals KOJ. I couldn't find anything on that. I didn't look too hard though. And then this one was an interesting one when I finally get it to focusing on it. Maybe I should cut this short. No, we're going to turn it around and have a look. This is voiceover because when I was doing it, it was too noisy in the house to record. And I'll just get them out together. There we go. TC620HE. I couldn't find a H, but I did find a data sheet, and it's an interesting chip. I'll throw that data sheet up in a minute, and then we'll zoom on round and see what else is of an importance. Coming in here. Now I'm not going to reverse engineer any of this, apart from it's got a coil near it, it's small, and it's 8 legs, and it's probably a DC to DC converter. It's probably a buck converter. Not wobbling around. Trying to get, it's the hard thing, you're trying to get reflections off of the chip surface to actually read it. Right, come on, move on to the next one. Trying to think of chips to look at next. No, that's an inductor. Keep moving it around. Aha, MP1423. Now that is another DC-DC converter. I shall throw a little picture of a data sheet up for that. Yep, we've seen plenty of that. Come on, move on, move on. There you go. It's probably another DC converter. If I can find a data sheet, I'll throw it up. And there we go. Yeah, move on. Come on, focus it, man. Focus it. CB8 Trying to work out which way is up and down. Look, he can't get it right, can he? God, call yourself a professional. And now the light's fading. God, come on. I don't know. God, even Fred will put me to shame with this one. CB892. Ah, well, we'll throw our data sheet up now if we can find one. And we'll move on. Come on, move on, man. What's next? I think we've been there, haven't we? Yeah, we've been there. Come on, what's next? Oh, don't play with that. I'm going to cut that out now. Oh, no, he's back. He's back. What are we doing now? Oh, no, let's cut it all out. Yeah, it's just the same chip again. Come on. Get your act together, man. This is meant to be professional. It can't work out. These little cameras with no markings as to up, down, left or right. I don't know. It can be hard. I'm getting old. It's hot. We've got a heat wave in the UK at the moment, and it is really warm in my little toy room. So, you know, you'll have to bear with me. So we're gonna just play it along. What's next? Come on, what's next? Yeah, I thought we looked at that one. Oh, BP828. Yep. Come on, we're running out of chips now. He's got the hang of it by holding it in his hand. So if you want to play along at home, these are the chip numbers. See if you can find a data sheet. See if you can do better than I can. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh, I'm just looking at extra weird bits. Come on, man, do something. Yep. Oh, even I don't know what I was doing there. I should cut it out, but I don't know. Part of the fun. Comment if you if you think I'm going back. What's going on now? All right, now it's get under the shielding time, and we're gonna delicately peel that back for some reason with a scalpel, and try to do the old school method of putting the scalpel just under the heatsink and trying to lift it before we realise we're actually doing it completely wrong. So, like, you know, trying to spudger it up with a scalpel, and what do you know when you start to pull on it? You watch. Come on, it's coming up in a minute. Oh, get the cutters in. Get the cutters in, man. Come on. Get the cutters. Oh, screwdriver, man. Screwdriver, not the cutters. All right. We're trying to lift, and any minute now, I think we're going to get the surprise of our lives. Trying to break the solder joint where it's soldered to the case before we realise something. No, we might. We're still going to go under there. Give it a prod. Keep prodding. Oh, and look, what have we found? It's got a lid. It's not even soldered on. Ah, if only we'd found that out first. So we got two chips under there. One covered with a heatsink paste. What about heatsink? No, one covered with a heatsink pad. So we'll cut that off, and then we'll try and clean it up and see what's under there. Maybe we'll speed that up. If only I could work like this all the time at this speed. Oh, I'd do it a fortune. Right, there it is, a mess. So, bit of a IPA, bit more IPA. My bottle's so hot, my little bottle of IPA is dried up, so I'm just using the end of the pipe to drop little bits on. So it's really hot in this room. Right, here we go, back to slow motion. And there's the chip now clean, and you can read what it was. Can't really see what that is. Oh, yeah, I bring them. Get the cuts in, and we're going to cut the offending bits out the way so we can have a look at what that chip is. As it looks like where it goes NAND, it's going to be a NAND flash of some sort. And I'll throw a data sheet up of that if I can find one. So we're coming near the end now. Not a lot of components left. So maybe we'll just leave it at that. It's going to go in the junk. So I'm not bothering to take NAND chips off and things like that. I might take the odd inductor. Inductors are useful. I'll get rid of the microscope, didn't do it anymore. So there we are. What's inside a Netgear N300 router. heat's getting to me. Oh, I'll bring it back in the shot. There you go. A couple of side fire LEDs. A little switch. So that's about it. Nothing of real use. You know, maybe take the antennas off. I might take that chip off. That's a memory chip. Bringing that back in. That is definitely going to come off, because if anyone's interested, that's where any of my passwords and things would be stored. So that will come off and go in the kind of hit with a hammer bin. Don't want any passwords leaking out, do we? I might even unsolder the vertical antennas. They might be of some use. Anyway, if you like what you see and you're tired of my voice, anyway, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit notification, and I'll catch you on the next one. Only it for likes and subs. I ain't got enough subs to well, I got enough subs, I haven't got enough views to make any money out of it yet, so we'll keep trying, keep boring the pants off people. Carry on. Catch you on the next one.